Tape. Up first, Fists of Fire. And the man he'll be... First up, we have Fists of Fire from Japan. King Rai.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Japan, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black, Fist.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight, and now the action's about to begin.
Thousands. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, he took that jab well. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. He just misses with that jab. Nice counter. The media expects a lot from this fight under the stars here at night.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. So they've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this? These fighters, this is going to be so hard, but so different.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. They exchange punches. Do you believe this? Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice job to block that uppercut. Fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Over the matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Jab misses. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
And there's the bell for round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
He has got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
Again, guess showboating is part of their plans. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate and make them walk into a chop.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a scoring blow. It's all offense all the time. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Will the referee step in? Very close. Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Back out there. I need you to win this round.
On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Those counter punches have to hurt. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. He misses with that straight left. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
How about that time counter shot? Misses with the straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Focus.
There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He missed with that jab. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Defense is not an option for these two. He threw a punch and just got countered. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
That's the way. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of your jab, and then
Shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away.
stop him in his tracks. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this.
3 shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
Basics. Just get your rhythm back. Here we go again.
For 1 shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
You've got to get out there and win this round.
And there's the bell for round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it? Oh, wait a minute. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Insane action. Beautiful counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Good counter punch. That uppercut just missed. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Throws the uppercut, but misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
On to the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Perfect punch. Counter punching. The perfect counter lands. Can't land that jab. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. He misses with that straight left. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. He misses with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt. Look.
There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Right now the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. And the kid goes down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down, you've got to think right.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? They can check.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? And down goes Fists of Fire. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you all right?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, getting new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Couldn't land that jab. Jab does not score. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.